How's it going, Dan?
Going good. Can't complain. Can't complain.
Well, hey, first off, belated happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Did you get to do anything special yesterday, or you wait until the weekend?
Yeah, I kind of birthdays are hard for me. I don't love the attention of it, and I like to keep it just kind of low key. So I hung around the house with the kids, but I did go to dinner with my wife last night, and that was very special. So
Nice.
yeah,
I mean, I totally get that. It's like, you just want something low key every once in a while. And it's like, I
yeah,
mean, especially for what you do, it's like you always have a lot of attention on you. So, I feel like, treat yourself for your birthday.
yeah. I feel like it's my birthday every day. So I think sometimes it's nice just to spend it with the people you love and have kind of a quiet day. That was all I wanted.
I love it. Well, that's awesome, man. Well, it seems to be, things are going well for you right now with everything going on with the band. I mean, just announced the new album, so we're looking forward to that. And we've had a taste of the album already. You guys have put out 3 songs so far, and I wanted to kind of dive into that a little bit. I feel like every song is always something personal and comes from experience. I feel like, but these seem to be a little deeper than normal.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's been 3 years of writing for this record, and a lot happened in those 3 years. A lot happened. And then we ended up working with Rick Rubin, which is our first time working with him. So there were a lot of kind of curveballs that were thrown into the mix that aren't usually there with the Dragons record. And so, yeah, I think, it's a record's always going to be, it's always a reflection of kind of where I am in life. It's always been my journal entry. It's the only way I know to write, really, is just I'm typically writing for myself. I write all these songs and I've written them since I was 12, and the majority of them never see the light of day, and then some of them do. Maybe like 5% of them do, or something. Something probably less than that. But so that's just that's the way I write, is from a personal place. And so when my personal life is going through a lot, then there's going to be more to write about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense, and I think people can really hear it, especially with Follow You, and now with Wrecked just coming out, and with Mercury, with Act One coming out September 3rd. You said this is the first time you guys have been working with Rick Rubin for production, and he's very known for kind of for pushing a little bit and kind of bringing out things out of artists that they typically wouldn't do otherwise. How was that experience working with him?
I mean, it was great. It's kind of hard to even put it into a short explanation of what that experience was like. But I mean, Rick is, I would say, the main thing I would say he brought to the table was just, he is all about honesty. That's his primary concern with everything. Any music that he's showing me music that he thinks comes from an honest place, from whatever that artist is. And if the art doesn't feel honest to him or resonate with him in an honest way, then he doesn't care for it. And so, and he doesn't mince words either. He's very direct, which I like, because especially as I get older, I feel like you just have less time for bullshit and more time for, you want to accomplish as much as you can with everything you do. And typically that lends well to somebody who just kind of cuts straight to the point. So yeah, Rick was very hands-on. I know he's seen as a very elusive character, and but at least in the studio, he is very actively engaged. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, having somebody that's honest, I feel like that brings out more honesty in you, and it's just going to help make things, resonate a little bit more with anybody who's listening. So, I mean, that's a definite plus, I think. But you with this album specifically, saying Act One, so I'm assuming there's more acts that are going to be following after this. Is there a set number that you have, or is it just kind of you're writing, and whenever it feels like it's run its course, the acts are done?
Yeah, no, we since it was 3 years off, there was a lot of material. And then it was about sorting through that material and finding the theme or themes, and then grouping them together in ways that made sense and telling the story in the way that, we wanted to tell it just like, when you're writing a story. And in order to do that properly on this record, it felt very much like there were a few different things going on. And primarily with Mercury, it's split into two parts. It's about looking outward. Half the songs are about looking outward and half the songs are about looking inward. And sonically, those two sides are quite different. Cutthroat and Wrecked are both about looking inward, and it's very chaotic, and it's very angsty. And then there's Follow You that's about looking outward, and it's more put together, and it's kind of seeing everything in a more beautiful kind of more simple terms. And so the whole record is split in half like that. And then there was a whole other part to that that I don't want to get too much into, or the guys might be upset with me, but like you said, when there's an act one, I think it's pretty evident that there's probably more to follow. Yeah, that goes along the same lines and tells us the story that needs to be told. Yeah.
All right. Well, we won't ruin any surprises for anybody then with, future acts or anything like that. But again, we're looking forward to that coming out September 3rd. And typically new album means new tour. So, I know you're not going to give away any too big of secrets, but, speaking on that with, kind of how the album is split a little bit, does that mean that, there's going to be some split as far as performance and, some surprises that people could expect with an upcoming tour?
I could say that we're definitely going to do a whole world tour on this record, and that will be announced soon. Yeah.
I love that. Well, hopefully there's a stop in Louisville for us, maybe.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so we definitely love that. And, speaking of tours and stuff like that, I know you've been very active with the Love Loud Festival, that you started, and, having to take, essentially a couple of years off with that because of everything going on in the world. Is there plans to bring that back for 2022?
Yeah, we've been putting things together over the last couple of months, and we'll have an announcement soon, but we are absolutely bringing Love Loud back in 2022. And we wish it would have been here the last year, but COVID has said otherwise. So 2022 looks like it's going to be the right time, and we're in the midst of putting that together.
It's fantastic. I mean, it's a busy time for you. New album, you got a tour playing, you got a Love Loud band. Like you got a lot going on.
Hey, busy is good. I prefer busy. Busy keeps my mind active, and I enjoy that.
I love it. Well, I'm very excited for the new album. We'll keep an eye out for all the future announcements for tours, for Love Loud, all of that. We're very excited, and again, hopefully, we're going to be seeing you out here in Louisville for a show. We'll have the album September 3rd, and we're going to keep rocking out with Follow You, with Wreck now. I mean, we're just going to keep on playing them here in Louisville.
Thanks, man. Thank you for all the support. Really means a lot.
Of course, Dan. Thanks for the time, man.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right. See you, dude.